Hey everyone, Anthony here from MTG Alpha, and I know it's been a while, but I have been working on my own trading card game. So I finally have some cards here that I am pretty proud about, so I wanted to show them off, show you guys what I've been up to, and yeah, just talk about the game a little bit. So if you're a fan of, playing trading card games in general, or any sort of, card games or tabletop games, maybe this will be of interest to you. So, yeah, again, it's been a little while. I've been working on this game and doing a lot of stuff, dealing with a lot of personal stuff, nothing crazy, just a lot of busy family things going on. But I'm back, and also it looks like we had just hit over 500 subscribers, so thank you all so much for that, and I'm definitely going to be doing a giveaway here soon. So hop in the Discord so you can stay up to date with everything. I'm going to do a giveaway. I got some collector boxes coming soon, so I'll be giving away some packs from that. And that we have some Commander games coming up soon too as well. So just wanted to fill you guys in on that. Again, join the Discord so you can stay up to date on all of that. But today we're going to talk about Legions of Will, which is the trading card game that I had created. So in front of me, I have 3 theme decks here. We have a Bitarian theme deck, which is a race that I had made. It's like an alien race. We have a Celestial theme deck, which is angels. And we have an Infernal theme deck here, which is all about demons and stuff like that. So if you want to learn more about Legions of Will, you can go follow on Instagram at Legions of Will TCG. And from there, you can visit all the links. You can also go to legionsofwill.com. From there, you could, join the Discord and check out the YouTube channel and all of that. So I'm constantly doing giveaways. I'm really excited about this. We got some tournaments coming up. We got some really exciting things going on. So if you want to get your hands on some free products through these giveaways, then definitely go follow the Instagram. If you want to learn more about the game and play online for free, the game's available on Tabletop Simulator. You can find all that information on Discord. And any other, questions or anything at all about the game, just, feel free to ask. So, yeah, so here we go. We have, I've been working on a 100 card set, and, yeah, basically, here, let's take a look at some of the cards here. So basically, in the theme deck, you have this little quick start guide that'll help explain the rules. These were for a pre-orders, like a limited pre-order run that I had did recently, which is closed, but I will be working on getting some more products out there, possibly a Patreon or something. But definitely, if you're interested in any products, or send me a message. If you're just interested in playing the game, you can play online for free. And yeah, so yeah, so these are limited. Each deck is 1 out of 10. These were set for pre-orders. Recently, I allowed the community to decide how many of these will be printed. So I do have sample packs that were also a part of the pre-order. And, so there's like 250 of those floating around. That'll be coming from the printers soon. So anyways, Legions of Will, the idea is that you have 3 bases. All right, so they look like this. You have 3 base cards. All right, on the back of your base cards, you have a number, whereas the back of every other card will look like this. So this is Legions of Will, and this is what the back of the card looks like. On the back of the base cards, you have activation costs. So when you start the game, you have a 40-card deck, and you have 3 base cards that are part of the deck, but they don't get shuffled in. They're sort of like your commander, I suppose. They exist outside of your deck. But anyways, you need 3 base cards to build a deck. At the beginning of the game, you'll have one of them face up and the other two face down. And the idea is that you have 3 numbers on the base card, a defense level over to the left, you have a capacity level in the middle, and then you have a resource cost or resource production at the right. So they are color coordinated. There might be some small design updates in the future to make these easier to understand for people that are maybe colorblind. But otherwise, you know, understand like the placement of these. So the defense level is how much, it's like the power for the base. It's how much damage the base can take in a single turn before being destroyed. And then the capacity is how many permanents can be stationed at that base. So in this game, permanents are units, which are creatures, traps, and upgrades. So this could have 4 permanents attached to the base currently. And then the resource number here is how much resource is produced at the beginning of each of your turns. So at the beginning of your turn, you don't draw a card, but you have 2 cards in your hand at the start of the game. And whenever you play a card, you end up drawing a card once that ability resolves, as long as you have less than 2 cards in hand. So you gain, for example, say this is the base we start with, you gain 3 resource here, and then that goes into your reserve. You can't have more than 20 resource. So your resource maxes out at 20. And with that resource, you can play cards. And yeah, the idea is to destroy all 3 of your opponent's bases. If all 3 are face down, then you win, or that player loses. If you can play multiplayer, this game is draftable, it's scalable, and there are other formats within the game. So aside from, you know, your basic casual formats, there's a chaos format, which I'm working on getting the rules out there for the on the website, but it's basically like both players share a deck, and it's pretty fun. But it is scalable, so you can play multiplayer, and it is draftable because all you need are 3 bases and 40 cards to play. So you could even draft with a full 40 card deck, or you could draft with 3 bases and do, you know, 30 cards or something. But here we are. So at the, so I'm not going to go too much in depth with it. I just kind of want to talk about the game a little bit, and so the gameplay aspect of it at least, and just show you the different card types and give you a quick rundown on how to play. If you have any questions or want to learn more, definitely visit the website. There's a detailed rules there, and yeah. So this here is an upgrade. You can tell because it says upgrade at the top, and it also has these numbers over to the side. These are similar to what you see on the bases. They are modifiers to the base's stats. So down here you have the defense, the capacity, and the resource. So this only adds 3 capacity to that base. It adds nothing in terms of defense level and resource production. But it also has an ability. So some upgrades have abilities, some don't. And in general, this is what the cards look like. You have the card title here, the type, the resource cost, so it costs 4 resource. There's no color restrictions in this game. If anything, it's a bit more like Yu-Gi-Oh, I suppose, where you are sort of building decks that fit into an archetype. You're not really restricting yourself with any, you know, different types of light color. All the resource you produce is colorless. So some cards have abilities at the bottom, and then down here you can see the illustrator name. This is a sample from the sample set, so these are limited printed run cards. And then over here you have the serialization. So this is number 4 out of 19. And then all the other information here. Here's the rarity. This might also be updated or enhanced in the future to also help with people who may be colorblind. So, but typical rarity, there's commons, which are bronze, uncommons, which are silver like this. Gold is rare, and then legendary is purple. So you have upgrades. Here are some examples of some upgrades. This is an upgrade without a text ability. Here's another upgrade that turns your base into a living base, and it can actually deal damage when it's being attacked. We have trap cards. All traps cost 2 to play face down. And then they have an activation ability, which I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar with this concept. And yeah, it's really fun. So you might have your upgrades placed like this, and then you might have a trap card placed face down like this. And then when we get to the units, you'd probably want to have them up here. So you have your units, which you are the commander of your own army. And so you're building this army to basically help restore balance in the universe or just destroy everything. So you get to choose how you want to play. There's, as far as the lore goes, there's this big shift in power between good and evil. And so there's good trying to fight and protect, and then you have evil, which is fighting to destroy, and then you have some in-between characters that sort of fit into a gray area. So you're commanding your own army, and you want to protect your bases, and you want to destroy your opponents, and if you're playing multiplayer, then of course there's politicking and all that fun stuff. So here's some more upgrades here. Traps. Here's another trap. All traps cost 2 to play face down, so that's pretty easy. Again, this is the Bacterian theme deck, so this is a pre-built deck. It's good to go, and you can play this online for free. Now you have actions here, and some action cards have a redeem subtype. So you have a 40-card deck. You draw 2 at the beginning of your turn. You don't draw a card at the beginning of your turn, but you draw a card when you play a card. So it's pretty fun in terms of, like, you know, popping off, drawing into gas or whatever. It does get fun where if you can, like, start playing enough cards in succession, it feels good. Like, you play a card, then you draw, then you play a card, then you draw. It happens. It doesn't happen all the time to the point where it's, like, broken or anything. It's just a part of the game, and it's really fun. So this is an action card. They're played just like, you know, instance. Actually, any action can be played at instant speed in this game. And every action means you get to draw a card after it. So pretty powerful, but only some actions have redeem. And it depends on how, like, playable they are in an average game. So this card has redeem. It's pretty specific on what it does. So it's not a card that's going to get stuck in your hand, because you can pay the resource costs and discard it, and then you end up drawing a card after that, sort of like cycling. So we have some more actions here. This is an artist that I have been working with, and I really do like the artwork. Most of the art has been done by myself, my wife, my friend that I had grown up with, and then there's some people that I've met recently that have been helping out with this. So the art is really interesting, really unique. It's you know, kind of all over the place, but it does feel like it all fits together in one way or another. So so here's an action card, very good action card. Gain 1 resource for each unit you control for 1. It doesn't have redeem though. Here's another gorgeous, actually, looking card, Fur's Rage. And the Bitarians are a species that are unique to Legions of Will. There are a few species within the lore that are unique to this game. We have, like, the Chrysatites, which is like a crystal sort of themed race, and there's a couple more as well. But yeah, the names and everything, I had a lot of fun coming up with, like, the names of the cards and the mechanics and everything. So more action cards. Here's a really good action card. And then here are your units. So unit, and then the unit type here, because you are no color restrictions, but you are fitting into, you know, maybe some tribal or mechanic type based deck building. So we have that. We got our units here. They would be placed up here to defend your base and then attack and all that fun stuff. Let me get into attacking though, because that is another thing that makes this game very unique. So here's another unit here, Bitarian. So this smaller number here actually represents this unit's will. It is how much, so I don't have it on me anymore, but so you have a D12, and when you choose to attack with a unit, you choose which ones you're attacking with. And then you roll in whatever order you choose to see if what you roll meets the requirement on that unit's, on that card. So you would want to roll 7 or greater for the Bitarian soldier to actually attack. If you don't meet that requirement, it doesn't attack. And then if you do, you tap it, and then you go ahead and choose declare which base you're attacking, and then the blocking and combat damage, all that stuff. Pretty typical, but very interesting. Here's the power level. So that's how much damage it can deal and how much it can take before being destroyed. So yeah, it's a lot of fun rolling some D12s, and yeah. So there's the Bitarian soldier, Elder Bitarian. So these are all units here. The Awakened Bitarian, and then Fur the Untamed, who was referenced with Fur's Rage earlier. Very powerful card. Low resource costs, relatively low power, but it has this buff ability, and then 8 to for its will, and then D-Ra. So these are the 2 rare units in this deck. D-Ra, also a very powerful card, and one of the first cards that was actually created for this game. So D-Ra is sort of like the mascot, one of the mascots at least. So yeah, you can actually find some gameplay on the other YouTube channel, at the Legions of Will YouTube channel. And again, you can play this game for free if you have Tabletop Simulator. If you don't, it's like 15-20 bucks to download on Steam. And you could also play for free on Cockatrice. So all of that is on the website. Yeah, that's pretty much the quick gist of the game. It was a lot of fun to make. It was a lot of work. Like, I'm telling you, it was a lot of work. But, here we are. We have some decks here, and we have a small community going. So definitely go check that out if you're interested. And yeah, definitely, I appreciate you checking out this video. And I know it's been a while, but I'm back, and we just hit 500 subscribers. That is amazing. So we're going to do some fun and exciting things moving forward. We got a lot of gameplay videos going on this channel. I'm going to continue working on this game on the side, but I'm going to definitely be putting out a bunch more content on this channel here. Again, I'll do a quick box opening video. We'll get some packs out there. So definitely, liking this video is going to help, because this game took a lot of time and effort to make. So if anything, it's just a quick little, thing that you can do to help out out of all things, this passion project of mine. If you want to go subscribe to that, that'd be great. But, if you're not already subscribed to this channel, definitely, I'd appreciate that. And then we'll do some giveaways here, and, let's all have a good time and, play some Magic, and, yeah, join the Discord, and let's get some games in. Let's talk, let's chat. I want to know how everyone's doing. So thank you again. Thank you so much. And until next time, peace.